One of the best things that I have ever done for myself is becoming a woman that is easy to lose. There was a point in my life where I'm not embarrassed to admit, some of us have to learn lessons, and if I didn't learn those lessons, I wouldn't be here today talking to you fine people. But there was a time in my life when I would beg a guy to spend time with me, remind him that I like flowers and little trinkets and gifts, remind him, hey, I like to be taken, stuff like that. And now, if I am dating someone or with someone, I get the immediate ick if I have to have a conversation where I'm reminding you, hey, we need to spend time together, spend time with me, take me out, buy me flowers. Are you? I only want to be with men who are passionate about spending time with me. And I'm not talking about how, life be lifing. Sometimes the both of you get into a little rut for a second. But I have so many friends who are in relationships and they've been in those relationships for years, and those men are still mad about them and take them out on dates and actively pursue them after all this time. You're still the one I run to, that kind of thing. People who I care about don't have to text me to remind me that we need to set up a coffee date and to catch up and go shopping. People that I really care about and want in my life don't have to remind me of their existence. So if I'm in a situation where the moment I'm like, oh my gosh, it feels like he doesn't want to spend time with me. It feels like, oh, I'm good. I'm out. I'm telling you, you become a bad biatch when things that you used to beg somebody for, if you get to the point where you even got to have a discussion about it, you don't even want it. I got to ask you to get me flowers. I don't even want them flowers. Because I told you when we first got together, I got to beg you and I have to remind you of my existence. That means you don't want to spend time with me anymore. And I'm going to make it easier for you and just let you go. I can't. And I'm not talking about expecting someone to be perfect. Somewhere along the lines, my content got lost in translation, and people are thinking that you have to be perfect to be in a relationship. Never said that. Don't believe it. I'm 41 years old, and let me tell you, I'm pretty sure I helped put my therapist's grandkids through college with the amount of times I've been in her office. So let's just say that. But it's things like basic respect. I'm not begging you for that. I'm not going to remind you of that. You're in a whole relationship with me with access to my body, and I got to remind you to take me out on a date? Ew, never, no. 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 And I'm no longer operating from this idea of, I don't want to be single. I'm scared to be single. I need a man's touch. I'm good. And it's because of that I have wafer thin patience and a very short fuse when it comes to what I am willing to put up with. I know how I am. If I care about you, I'm going to spend time with you. I'm going to seek you out to spend time. You will not have to remind me to spend time with you. I will love spending time with you. So I expect that in return from the people who I allow in my life. And if I'm not getting that, then fine. Hey, you're going through something, cool. But we're just not compatible. Because if you're going through something, the people in my life who love and care about me will communicate like adults. Hey, I'm going through this, and this. I just need a second to sort things out. Cool. But I am past the mental age, because sometimes physical age means nothing. I know grown folks who act like they're 5. When you are at the age mentally where you are just like, I'm not begging anybody to spend time with me. I'm not reminding anybody to do anything for me. I'm not doing that. You will find that you are no longer in situations that you used to be in. You will see a red flag and be like, nope, that's all I have seen, all I needed to see. No, thank you. I know my time is valuable. And I know and believe that I am a great woman. Therefore, I can only be surrounded by people who are also great. Because I know I love with all my heart. And the mistake I made in the past was loving people with all my heart who loved me with very little of, or none of theirs. Reciprocity is super key. And when you realize your worth and your value, you expect nothing less. You expect far more than just the bare minimum. I treat people in line at the grocery store with bare minimum respect. It's human decency. You know, you hold a door open for a stranger, you speak to someone, you know, if you make eye contact or you smile at them or whatever the case may be. If you see a child in danger, you know, you want to make sure they get to safety or whatever the case may be. Basic human instincts to care for other human beings. This is not where we venture off and say, well, not everybody care. I know that. I'm just saying, for the most part, most of us are equipped with a basic human baseline bare minimum instinct to want to take care of and be decent human beings. So if you're in a relationship with me, I expect way more than just that. Now, if there's ever been somebody in my life where I really didn't care that much about, I have to force myself to spend time with them. And they have to reach out to me and say, hey, is everything okay? That's for people I really just don't care about. But if I truly love you and want you around, you won't have to worry about begging or asking, especially with these men. They will hang out and with their friends and do all this stuff, and you know, they won't forget about that. But y'all are letting them forget about you. You're having to ask them twice. You're having to remind them of the things you like and to spend time with you. Yeah, no. Become a woman that's easy to lose, and it will change your life. You know you're not going to have me if you start tripping. You better act right in my presence. You better talk to me nice. You better treat me right. Or you will wake up and be blocked. Simple as that.